I'll walk and give some random thoughts today. I think the messages would show ways of control and looking at control a certain way, how we can, fall into control. And then another way where we can get caught up with people, when something just don't feel right. Like, it's pretty cool to when you learn to trust your gut feeling and act upon it. And I'm gonna share these two stories because I think sometime we may get things messed up like we have with like stereotypes or whatever. And I'm thinking about, in particular, looking at narcissism and stuff like that is what everybody's talking about, and how that can be misconstrued to, this person made me mad, they're a narcissist, or look at them having a rage, they are a narcissist, a one-time rage, or something that's not ongoing, chronic. And so and then we do a disservice to those that are really genuine, that are really not that way. So it's always, from my experience, I can share case by case basis, and sometimes you have to, when you go through stuff, pay attention to what's the lesson, and eventually your gut feeling get tighter, and is more, you can trust it, begin to trust it more, is what I'm trying to say. So the first one, I remember when I was younger, I don't know if this was before, it had to be before college days, and so I'm from Jamaica, Queens, in New York, and we were hanging out, and some of us, we liked this, some of the guys that were in another part of Queens, what was it, Pominock or whatever, yeah, Pominock. And we went out there and blah, blah, blah. But then we met some other people, some other friends, getting to know people. And one of the guys was gay. And he was so funny. And, I like to laugh. So this person was very, very funny. And so... and I was, pretty young. Even as an old person, I don't know much, but whatever. And then we started talking, and I asked him, I said, how did you become gay? How did you turn out this way? Or, what happened? And he stood up and he told his story. He said, he said it was because of my uncle. And he said, if I was to see him today, I don't know if I would kill him or thank him. And so then we got into a deep conversation, and it was a, really, really good, deep conversation, right? And we had fun. We was drinking and blah blah blah. And so eventually the night ended. They went their way, we went our way. And this is a part where I'm thinking about control. So after they left, someone said to me, "Why would you ask them that? You should never ask nobody that." And they was just getting on me, right? And so I was like, I wanted to know. I'm not the type of person like you where you're always talking about people in a nasty way. And, just ragging on people and laughing at people and joking about people. I wanted to have a decent conversation. I wanted to know, and I don't know, right? So when I think about that, I'm like, as time go on and I look back on it, there were a lot of things by this same person. It could be your family members, your co-workers, your business partners, your neighbors, your intimate partners that control your mind and how you think and do things and everything you do. And before you know it, you're not yourself. Something like that, right? Because, it's the same thing where, don't you wear your hair like that? Well, you need to put this on your face or that on your face. And why are you wearing those clothes? Ew, that's ugly. Or, something like that. And so I thought about this situation, and the person that I had, we was having a good, decent conversation. He wanted nothing from me as far as feel self-pity. I wanted nothing from him as far as tell me all your information so I can exploit you and talk bad about you. It wasn't one of those situations at all. And you could tell he felt good after talking about it, just opening up the lines of communication to be able to talk about it. It felt good to have someone talk to me about their innermost feelings, and it could tell, and it made him feel good to be able to talk about it. But the other person was so angry at me. But that other person was the type of person that always talk. When they do, they never come out and be honest to people or ask questions to people, or I don't know. It's just, they have no problems talking about people in a negative manner and bashing people and putting people down. All right. So that's one part of. Now, I don't know much. I'm not qualified to know anything as far as psychological or neurological. But that's just a way of control, I think, to be mindful about when someone is trying to, when you know you have good intentions, when you know they're not just saying things to try to protect you from getting hurt, when you know the person is a devaluing person, they try to act all sweet in front of other people, but they're just devious and evil and wicked spirit behind closed doors. So that's just one form of control. Now you can look at it through many different sides, I think. But anyway, the second one is more or less when you are the helper type personality, right? And someone goes through trauma, something really, really bad happens, and they come to you and you let them know, your doors are open, your phone lines are open. But then you notice something, right? This is on a whole nother level. Just don't even touch. Not even on the same level. Just to say case by case. I'm trying to... Okay. And so, you console them, but then all the resources that you give them, they don't act upon them. You even go as far as... Okay, I had to delete some storage in my phone. So the second scenario is that gut feeling instincts kicked in. So although you hurt with the person that has gone through severe trauma, a traumatic event in their life, and you try to offer what you know. It may not be much, but this is what I have besides, a good hug, a good listening ear, just when you need to talk, I'm here, right? And this one can get a little hard, a little tricky, right? And because they hurt, you hurt, but then you notice some other things. And when you give them resources, did you call? Did you reach out? No. And they, continue to come, and they just want to load you up with everything, but it's okay because you told them to come to you. But it's like, I'm giving you resources, but you're still complaining about things that the resources I give you could help with some of these things that you need done. But you take no action. But you still want to come to me, someone that is not a professional, someone that, you can load off to. And then when I give what you're supposed to do is, I give the resources that have helped me psychologically, the mental health providers or things of that nature. So they probably, listen to one thing, come back, and say, why I don't like, and the reason they're this way and that way, just cutting down the resource of the mental health help that they could have, right? And and I was like, okay, yeah, we're all different. Maybe you can, whatever, right? We're all different. That's nothing for me to get offensive about. Nothing for me to, raise a flag or anything like that, right? Because we all should find things that fits our personality, that makes us feel good and that can help us, right? But you still are not helping me help you with solutions. Everything I give you, everything I recommend, there's a cut down, and there is a ridicule of, and a hard ridicule of, the mental health resources. So then a little time goes on and they ask you, I'm talking about me, questions on the private life. And so then they try to want to get closer and closer to you. Let's go here, let's go there. What time you work, what time, I work, blah, 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 blah. And then when you feel a little something in your gut, you throw a monkey wrench in there about what you shared as far as your personal life. And then you kind of test the waters and flip the script on your personal life, that some of the details of your personal life that you gave them, because now they're feeling as though they can control your thoughts. Come on, let's go here, let's go there. Come on, you ain't doing nothing. Let's, blah, 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 blah. So then when you say the details of your life, your personal life that you gave them, and turn it a little bit, they get snappy with you. Well, I thought you said, I said I did, but this is why I can't go. I don't want to go. And so that pretty much sealed the deal, because they got upset, they got irritable. It just turned real sour real quick, right? And so then I noticed it was an attack on my, why people always attacking my raggedy ass clothes, right? An attack on the way I wear my hair, or my, because give me a pair of sweatpants and a t-shirt, I'm good, unless I have to put clothes on. Oh my gosh. So that was it for me, because I'm like, why are you focused on the way I'm dressed and making little snark comments, but I gotta give you a pass because of the traumatic events that you have went through, which was so harsh, right? But I got to give you a pass and let you disrespect me, let you talk to me any old kind of way. And as I talk about this situation, I'm thinking about another one in a whole nother state. All right, I'm going to finish this on my voice recording because storage is a problem. So anyway, this reminds me of in the work environment years ago, where same situation, now that I think about it. And I want to talk about it on a video because it'll help me understand and explain as I talk to people, and maybe someone can learn something from me sharing this. So, in the work environment, the person was a little firecracker, man, I tell you. And when I first met them, they came and told me something right away, before I even knew them, something so deep about them, about, their family member had killed themselves, killed the girlfriend, and turned around and committed suicide. One of those double things, and blah 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 blah. So, and I felt real bad for them, and I noticed staff would tolerate a lot of their bullshit. They was just a bad person towards anybody. Whenever they wanted, their attitudes would flip on and off, and I would find myself, um, and I didn't know at the time. And this was, I've talked about this before, was the job that I quit. I was like, I resigned effectively immediately after a while, right? But this brings me to think about this one situation where I was even fell into the category of, oh, they're bad behaviors, but they've been through so much. Like, oh my God, I can understand why they act this way. Their mind is just messed up. But as I listen to clinical psychologists and stuff like that, and as I look at my yucky background, I'm like, come on, man. Like, that still does not give you the excuse to treat other people bad, because we're going to just sweep your shit under the fucking carpet, because of the horrible um, things that you have went through personally, your traumatic events in your life, right? So you rage at a job, in the job, right? You treat people so fucking bad. Uh, and then you try to control people, and if you can't, you hurt them. So that's the extent of this here last scenario. I think I got it out. Okay. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Where, how do you get to the point of not excusing these people's bad behavior, their lack of accountability for how they treat other people? You know, I understand sympathizing with them and this and that or whatever, but I think it should be all bets are off when it's time for you to start fucking with other people and treating other people mean and bad. Your background and the shit you've been through in your life should not be should not be as a excuse for you to do the bad shit that you do. I think that's what I'm trying to say. So there's many different type of situations when we look at behaviors, when we look at personalities. Um, it's not just one way or the highway. It's not to the left, to the right, to the front, to the back. There's many different scenarios to look at, and that's a deep one in the workplace environment. I know has happens a whole lot, a whole lot. All right, I'm out.